Hi guys, it's Heather from Holistic Simplistic, here to share with you another one of my amazing recipes that's done in 30 minutes or less, 10 ingredients or less. It's healthy, it's delicious, and it's faster than pizza delivery. So today we're going to be doing a wasabi crunch cod with coconut rice. It's amazing, fun summer recipe that it was inspired by on one of my vacations for the summer. So I'm so excited to share it with you. Hopefully you got your grocery list and are able to cook right along with me. These recipes are cooked start to finish in 30 minutes or less. No steps are pre-recorded or pre-cooked. So you can follow along with me. It's very easy, and let's begin. So to start, we'll start with the rice, the coconut rice. You want to get yourself a good sized pan. I'm going to cook about 1 cup of brown rice. That's quick cook brown rice to shorten our time span. So just measure out a cup of the brown rice. Yeah. Good old Uncle Ben's. Ah, perfect. Throw that in your pot. Now, to make the coconut rice, I use this coconut cream. It's a light coconut cream. It's served traditionally. You'll find it in the grocery store in a can. Now, you don't want to use the coconut milk that you find in the refrigerated section. It's just a little diluted. So I have better luck with this. The flavor is really nice and creamy. So we are going to add a little bit of water, but let's do about 1.5 cups of the coconut cream. And if you can find the light version, that's really amazing. Saves you on a lot of calories. This is about 50 calories as opposed to 170. So just to help you out and save you a little bit. So here's 1 cup, and we'll do about another half and throw that in. And then I'll take just about 1/2 cup or less of water to put that in the pot as well. Awesome. So we want to put this on the heat. I want to bring this to a boil. Now be careful when it comes to anything with dairy in it or coconut milks. They will boil very quickly and rapidly. So you want to keep your eyes on that to make sure that that doesn't boil over. Definitely happened to me a few times. So want to keep that on a high heat, and then once it comes to a boil, we'll throw a top on it and allow it to simmer down. Cool. So while that's cooking, we're going to work on our fish. So let's turn the oven on to about 350. Make sure that that's preheated and ready to go. I've got my toaster oven here, so even if you have your teeny tiny apartment in New York City like I do, it's definitely possible to make an amazing meal. So we'll put this on about 350 degrees, let that heat up. Cool. So I found this amazing ingredient. I was trying to find something with wasabi, some powerful ingredient that really makes it jump in an awesome way. So I came across wasabi peas. These are just little dehydrated green peas with wasabi coating on it. And it's such a wonderful combo. It's got crunch, it's got a little heat to it, it's healthy, and you can eat these and really, you don't eat too many of them just because the flavor is so bold. So this is a wonderful way to spice up any sort of dish that you have, or just great as an easy snack. So take a Ziploc bag, plastic bag if you have, and we're going to pour a generous portion of the wasabi peas into the bag. And then we're going to take, I'm going to take a spoon, or if you have something a little bit more durable, and we're just going to crunch the peas to break them up a little bit to help us with the coating. I'm going to give them a nice crunch. You don't need to really pulverize them, just make sure that they're broken up enough so that they can easily coat on top of the fish. This is a versatile recipe again, so if you want to try it with tofu or chicken, it's a versatile seasoning to try it out. This is a great activity for kids to really help out if they want to help you out in the kitchen too. Really giving them something to get hands-on with in the kitchen. It's a perfect activity. So as I'm watching my coconut milk start to heat up, I just want to make sure that it doesn't go over. Let's give it a quick stir. Make sure everything's moving along well. It should be getting pretty hot at this point, so you just want to make sure you keep a close eye on it because, like I said before, it will boil quickly. So we're going to keep our wasabi peas crunched to the side while we prepare the fish for its coating. So we've got it at a nice boil now, so I'm just going to throw the top on, turn the heat down. You want to keep it down to about medium-low, I would say. Perfect. So let's take a sheet of aluminum foil. You want to place it down here, and we'll take our cod or salmon or any other white fish that you think would go well. Not that salmon is white, but I think this would be a great complement to a salmon. So take our fish, and you just want to lay it down. Great, this is nice. I'm actually going to cut mine in half just for my aluminum foil size. There we go. Good size. You might want to wrap these. If you have more than one fish you want to cook, you might want to wrap them individually. So I'll take a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to coat it on both sides. Just a nice dollop. You can easily use your hands to kind of get that nice coating. Perfect. A little salt, pepper seasoning on both sides. Perfect. Great. Now we're going to take our wasabi crunch that we just cracked up. Oh, before that, wait. I'm going to take our lime that we have. Just want to give it a quick slice and squeeze it on top. Roll the edges up here so we kind of create a bowl effect so our lime juice doesn't leak out too much. Squeeze that on top. And now we'll put our wasabi crunch on top. Great. So I'm going to make this into a little bit of a vessel. This is one of my great tricks about cooking fish. It's totally a dishwashing saving device. Taking the aluminum foil and kind of curling up the sides and creating like a little cooking vessel. This helps seal in the juices and allows it to steam. You want to curl up all the sides and kind of pouch it up so that everything is sealed up just like a little package. Perfect. So, my taste tester is getting itchy. So we want to take this and throw this in the oven. It's going to take about maybe 5-6 minutes. Fish cooks quickly. If you have something different like tofu or chicken, it may take a little bit longer, so time it accordingly. So let's take this and pop it in here. You're going to really start smelling that lime juice and the wasabi really pulling it all together. It's going to have amazing fragrance to it. So now that we have a little time while the rice and the fish are both in the oven and cooking, We're gonna have, this is a great time to pull together a salad, a vegetable, or just chill out. I'm gonna add a great ingredient to top our coconut rice. I'm gonna take a banana that I have and just simple saute it and add a little bit of sweetness to our coconut rice. It's a great compliment. It makes me feel a little Jamaican to have some nice banana. Great topping to it. And it's also recognizable to kids, and it's an easy ingredient to find anywhere, cheap and effective. So we'll take a pan and give it a little cooking spray or olive oil, just whatever you have around the house. I'm going to add this to the heat and let this heat up. And get bananas and slice them down to as many as you like, depending on how many people you're serving. Always eat a banana a day. So get your pan nice and hot. Want to get that oil all coated around. And then you just want to lay them in, you know, on one side and let them saute for about a minute and a half on each side. It's really the sugars in the fruits really give it a nice sear on each side, so it gets a little nice brown edge to it, so it's really great. Now, let's take a quick peek at our coconut rice. I want to make sure that everything gets mixed around a lot to make sure everything is even. So let's open this up. Should be at a nice boil, yeah. Awesome. Great. You want to keep your extra half of your lime if you have it, and just add it on the top too. It's a great garnish. So everything should be cooking along really great. This is I was inspired down in the Florida Keys. We actually caught fresh fish and were able to cook it that same night, and it was just so amazing to have a fresh fish and just simple seasonings, lime, salt, pepper. It just really brings out that an amazing flavor. You need barely anything at all. But with the summer season, you don't have that urgency to eat heavily. So you really want something that's nice and light, but it has a lot of flavor to it. So you feel that satisfaction. So this is where I came up with the idea of having a wasabi crunch cod and a coconut rice. It's really satisfying, a nice savory dish. It's really fun and easy to make. So you just want to kind of give these bananas a little shake. They should be sizzling pretty good right now. And give them a quick peek to see how the other side is doing. Yeah. Yeah, they should have a nice brown sear on the bottom of them. Great. So you can go ahead and flip them over, and then we'll cook them on the opposite side. Yeah, these look great. Nice. Great sear on the other side. Great flavor booster. You can also add, saute up some pineapples, corns. Has a great addition to the dish. Nice. These look really great. Let me turn this heat down just a hair. Perfect. It's always nice to have a memorable meal, something that you ate, when you're on vacation or a special moment. So it gives you that special feeling of memories come back when you smell or taste something that brings you back to that special place. So this really reminds me of Florida and this fresh fish on the boat that we caught. So let's take a quick peek at our fish. You want to make sure that the fish is not pink in the center, according to how you like your fish cooked. So we'll take this out. Be very careful. Just pull this out quickly. Give it a nice peek. Carefully open these up. These pouches are full of steam. Yep, we'll give it another few minutes to steam up. You can already see that it's not ready. So your bananas should be cooked, so we'll take those off the heat and just keep them on the back burner here. Keep them off to the side. I don't want them to burn. So that's our great topping that should be ready for to add to our coconut rice. So got a great boil on the coconut rice. Just want to make sure that all the milk starts to absorb, and you'll see that it'll boil down really quickly. So this is a nice light meal. You can always accompany it with a nice vegetable side that you have in the house. I didn't really select anything specific to it, so as you like, a nice green salad. The hot days just really don't get me in the mood to have an abundant plate, so I try to concentrate on a few small things to make sure that they pack a real punch and have that flavor kick to them. These great ingredients to have around the house. Coconut milk, such an awesome ingredient to have in the mornings. It's full of them. Saturated fats that really help with your brain power, especially in the morning. You want to have a nice dose of healthy fats to keep you energized in the morning. So this is an awesome ingredient to keep close in the house. It goes perfect on like oatmeals and things like that to add a great boost of good fats, good healthy fats. So you should be cooking along great. This is my garbage disposal / kitchen helper taste tester #1. So I know when things are starting to really smell good when she starts coming into the kitchen. She's my oven tester. This is a great entertaining recipe as well. So if you have something you need just simple and interesting for people to eat, it's an easy, fast recipe that you can get everyone to participate in and help if you have kids in the house, like I said before too. So let's give our rice another quick stir. Make sure that everything is moving. Boiling down correctly. You can smell it's got a nice, creamy, sweet smell to it too. Let's check our fish one last time. It's been about 4 minutes since we've last checked on it. Should be just about done. So carefully we'll pull this out of the oven. Carefully we'll open up this pod. Be careful because the steam does hit you pretty quick, so you want to do it nice and slow. Yes. Looks really, really tasty. So just take a knife. Just want to give it a quick slice and make sure that everything is cooked up correctly. Just going to give it actually a couple extra minutes in the oven. So if you have a great vacation story that you can share about something that you ate that made you feel like it brings back a memory, childhood, your favorite recipe that you used to have when you were a kid, it's always awesome to hear about what you have and how you can bring that back to your present day, or modify it so that it's a healthy option for you and your family. Something awesome to bring back to to the present, which is fun. Everything's cooking smoothly. These bananas should be nice and cooled down a little bit. Got a nice sear on them. You can smell it. I almost smell like candied a little bit because of how the sugar cooks so quickly on them. It's just a perfect way to use a simple ingredient that you have in the house. It's traditionally such a breakfast item, but it can definitely be used in so many different ways. So let's slice up some limes so we have them for our garnish for later on. Love a little citrus on top of my fish. It really adds that awesome, nice flavor to help with the fish, and it's a nice, powerful punch as well. And nice summertime citrus. Give our fish a quick check. It's been about 4 minutes since our last check. Bring this out. Again, just being really careful. All right. Ooh. Nice. That's in good shape. Great. So we can quickly scoop this one off. It has a great topping of the wasabi peas, which looks phenomenal, nice and colorful. You can take some of the juices that are left in the pan, or you can just toss it. So this is the beauty of using the aluminum foil. It just allows you to chop some of those dishes out of the equation. Just waiting on our coconut rice to finish simmering down. So far it's looking really delicious. Give that nice wasabi crunch on top. So let's give our coconut rice a check. Great. Yeah, definitely a few extra minutes on the coconut rice. kind of anxious ears looking for a tasty dropping. Cooking fish is great so that you can package up what you have and leave it in the freezer if need be, and then just put it under just some lukewarm water. You don't want to get it too hot, or otherwise it'll start to cook. If you have leftovers, I always like to have a lot of items in the freezer, so it's always a great option if you need things, buy in bulk and things like that to save a little bit on your grocery bill. Just going to give this 1 extra minute to kind of cook down. Looking really amazing. Get that nice creamy texture to it. Delish. Really searing the bananas gives it a whole different flavor to it. It really brings out the sweetness in it, which is exactly what we're looking to do. You want to just add a little touch of sweetness to the meal. It just it just balances out with the wasabi and that heat, and something nice and sweet and creamy to accompany it with. So you always want to look for that balance in your meals as well. Always want to give your rice that time is needed to really allow it to cook, and otherwise the grain becomes a little chewy, or it just doesn't have the same flavor. It doesn't allow it to absorb. So you really just want to let it have its time to cook, and it really allows it to absorb all those flavors. It's always great. You can have this, save some of this, and use it for the next morning. Add a little bit more coconut milk to a pan and heat it up. Take the coconut rice that's left over, heat it up with it, add some walnuts, add some chia seed to it, some strawberries, blueberries, and you can serve it as kind of like an oatmeal alternative. That's a great leftover idea that I used with my coconut rice that I didn't actually use or eat up from the night before. So it's a great idea to have that for the next day. So let's check this out. Should be about done. That nice creamy texture to it. Yeah. Really nice. It's all congealed together. It's well worth the wait, believe me. Great. You want to taste a quick grain to make sure that they're not too chewy. Has that nice creamy texture to it. And then just add your bananas right on top. Such an awesome display that you have. Little lime that you could throw on the side as a great garnish. side of salad or vegetables. And there you have it. A wasabi crunch cod with coconut rice and sauteed bananas. This is really good. Let's give it a quick taste. It has that island flavor to it. Delicious. Thanks for watching, guys. Another great recipe from Holistic Simplistic. Tweet me at HOLSIM Heather. That's Wholesome Heather on Twitter. See you next time. Bye.